Welcome to Lok Satta Yashasvi Bhava. Children, in our last video session, we have discussed all about the acids and bases with respect to their chemical reactions. Now, in this session, let us discuss about the properties of different salts and the terms like ionization and formation of hydronium ion. To begin with, what is ionization? The formation of ions in presence of water from a substance is called as ionization. That is, when any substance is dissolved in water, it forms the respective ions. Now let us study about what is ionization of acids. When acids dissolve in water, they form the respective positive ions and the negative ions. Example, when HCl dissolves in water, it forms the positive hydrogen ions and the negative chloride ions. Similarly, ionization of bases, when bases are dissolved in water, they form the respective positive ions and the negative ions. Example, when NaOH is dissolved in water, it forms the sodium ions and the hydroxyl ions, that is the OH negative ions and the sodium positive ions. Now let us see what do we understand by the hydronium ion or the formation of the hydronium ion. Children, you already know that when HCl reacts with water or when it dissolves in water, it gives rise to the hydrogen positive ions. These positive hydrogen ions cannot exist alone, hence they react with the water to form the hydronium ions, which are, that is, H3O positive. This is how the hydronium ion is formed. And children, now let us study about some properties of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. Sodium chloride is a white crystalline substance or a powder. The impure sodium chloride is brown in color, whereas in the purified state it is a white crystalline substance. It is highly soluble in water. The aqueous sodium chloride, on passing electric current or when it undergoes electrolysis, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide and chlorine gas is liberated at anode, whereas hydrogen is liberated at cathode. Sodium chloride, when it is heated at a high temperature, it melts and undergoes into a molten state, which is also called as a fused state. When electricity is passed to this fused state of sodium chloride, it gives rise to chlorine gas or liberates chlorine gas at the anode, and sodium is deposited at the cathode. Now let us see what are the uses of sodium chloride. We all know that sodium chloride is a basic ingredient in the food items that we prepare. Sodium chloride is also used in preparation of sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. Now let us study the properties of another salt, which is called as sodium bicarbonate. It is also commonly known as the baking soda. The formula for sodium bicarbonate or baking soda is NaHCO3. Now let us study the properties of this sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is an amorphous powder which is basic in nature. That is, with the litmus paper, it turns, a red litmus paper turns blue. On heating sodium bicarbonate, it decomposes to form sodium carbonate and water, liberating carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas that is evolved, which when used in the food items, it makes them fluffy and porous. Now let us discuss about the uses of sodium bicarbonate. Just now we have mentioned that sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, it is used in the preparation of breads and cakes to make them spongy and porous. Sodium bicarbonate, it is also a main ingredient of any of the antacid because it reduces the acidity in the stomach. It is useful in preparation of carbon dioxide gas. Hence, it is used, or it is the main ingredient or used in the fire extinguisher also. Now let us study the properties of sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is also commonly called as washing soda, whose formula is Na2CO3. It is a crystalline white solid which is also basic in nature. Because it turns red litmus paper blue. Sodium carbonate reacts with hydrogen chloride to form NaCl, water, and carbon dioxide gas is evolved in the process. Sodium carbonate also reacts with sulfuric acid to form sodium sulfate, water, and carbon dioxide gas is released in the process. Now let us see what are the uses of sodium carbonate. The first use, the name itself signifies it is washing soda. So washing soda is used as a cleansing agent in washing clothes. It is also used in the manufacture of detergent powders. It is also used in refining the petroleum products. Now let us study the properties of the bleaching powder. The formula for bleaching powder is CaOCl2. Bleaching powder is a white powder which is also used as a disinfectant. In preparation of bleaching powder, we make use of slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide. When this reacts with chlorine, it gives rise to CaOCl2 plus water. When this bleaching powder comes in contact with the atmospheric carbon dioxide, it gives calcium carbonate and chlorine gas is evolved. This chlorine gas actually is the bleaching agent which helps in the bleaching process. Now let us see what are the uses of bleaching powder. It is used as a disinfectant. It is used for bleaching cotton in the fabric industry or also in the paper factories. It is used in preparation of chloroform, that is CCl4. Children, now you have seen that some of the powders or the salts that we have studied, some of them are crystalline in nature. Now what do we understand by this crystalline nature? Those salts which have water of crystallization, that means they have the extra water molecules in them. So some of the salts, they lose this water of crystallization either by heating or when they are exposed to air, they lose the water of crystallization from them. This water which is present in the salts is called as water of crystallization, or those water molecules which are present in the salt are called as the water of crystallization. Some examples are ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4. It is a crystalline substance which has 6 molecules of water in it. Similarly, copper sulfate is also crystalline in nature. It has 5 molecules of water in it. Barium chloride, which has 2 molecules of water in it. So these water molecules, when they evaporate either just by exposing to air, or some of them when they are heated, they lose the water of crystallization, and the substance that is left behind is called as the amorphous powder that we get. Okay. Children, we have discussed now most of the common salts that are there. We have seen the physical properties and the chemical properties of the same. Now from this entire chapter of acids and bases, you have many chemical reactions to study. My advice to you is that write down all the chemical reactions that are there in the textbook, some additional reactions that we have discussed, write them in order all with the balanced chemical reactions, because there can be many high order thinking questions that can be applied to this particular chapter. Some give reasons like use of sodium bicarbonate, why it is used in fire extinguisher. This kind of questions can be included in the high order thinking questions which will be asked from this particular chapter. So please practice all the chemical reactions that are there from exam point of view.